Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg. I'm going to go over and update the cryptocurrency market primarily, but I'm going to be going over the some of the traditional financial markets just because this is all connected. And as most of you know, stocks dropped dramatically. Bitcoin, contrary to popular belief, really didn't do much compared to traditional financial markets. It was more of a bloodbath over there, in my opinion. Bitcoin dropped, not too much. It's been worse for Bitcoin by far than I've seen. So, I wanted to go over that. So here's the deal. What I wanted to say about this, guys, is that this whole report, what I'm trying to do right now is I am still like overall in the crypto market, looking at it from setting aside everything but Bitcoin. Everything looks not bad. Not bad. I mean, there are a lot of good charts out there that are in the crypto market that look pretty darn good. They have pretty good setups. Just to give you an example, it's like Lido DAO. Lido DAO over here. Okay, I'm just using this as an example. You don't have to trade it. You might not like it. I'm just using it as an example. It has a 5-wave swing over here. It's doing a correction, and just looking at the chart with its RSI that came down has hidden bullish divergence. So at some point, it's going to be in this area, and then Lido DAO is going to make another run over there. When is that going to happen? Who knows? Maybe it's got another 2 weeks, 30 days or something like that. But at some point, there's going to be another move over here. When is that going to come? Don't know. But this is just an example of what's going on. Now, going back to this stuff, is that probably right now, because of this disappointing report that's sending everything into a tailspin, if you will, in the traditional financial markets, and Bitcoin more so, and not even really the crypto market. Like I said, if you look at the overall picture of just the smaller cryptos, things don't look that bad. They don't. Most of those cryptos, guys, let me put it to you. Here are the facts. Most of those cryptos are down 90%, 95%, some of them 99%. They're at the bottom. They're at the bottom. It's just a matter of if at some point, if there's somewhere along the lines where Bitcoin is going to be going into more of an uptrend to send these things to go off. And I do think that that's going to happen. All Bitcoin has to do is make a move, makes a move just like it did. And if it's going to make another move up over here in this section, kind of like this, some of those cryptos guys are going to go up dramatically, in my opinion. So that's what I'm looking for. At the same time, let you guys know is that you have to be a little bit more defensive. And the reason I say that is, out of all of the markets, the S&P, the NASDAQ, the SPY, and just looking at them, the one here, they give you the clue, giving you some clues, is the Dow Jones Industrial. What it did here, I have, it broke the low. Dow Jones broke this low. And if the Dow Jones broke this low, more than likely the other ones are going to follow suit. So we'll have to see what's going on here with Dow Jones. Just letting you guys know that I am going to get a little bit more defensive in my strategies in the crypto market because of this, just because of this one move right here, guys. Not so much, and a little bit of this, but more so because of this move right here, because it broke that low. Is this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 now? And it's coming down in a 5-wave swing in an A, B, C. Don't know yet, but this can be a 5. It's not going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably not. So is it going to be ABC? It can do an ABC, swing back down here. Just we're not going to know and let this play out and be a little bit more defensive because of what happened here. So here's I'm going to go over just use the S&P as an example, right, guys? I'm going to go out to the S&P on a weekly chart, and I'm going to show you guys something, all right? So here's one of the things. Here's one of the reasons why I was, now I still am fairly bullish, and I think others were fairly bullish. They saw this, that there could have been a potential for the S&P 500, not necessarily just to keep plummeting down. It could. Now the probability, in my opinion, could be more because of this report and the extension of the Fed raising the rates and things. So it could go on more so based off this past report with the Fed. Who knows? Just have to sit patiently and wait. Like I said, be a little bit more defensive in your strategy. I'm not trying to get anybody where it's all big worry right now. It's not yet. We got to see what's going to happen here with these assets. So one of the reasons why I was looking at this, nobody knows this move right here. Just looking at the weekly chart, it's just going to go from here like this. So I put a chart. Mostly, like say for the Bears is like, okay, it's going to go up here and then it's going to swing back down in another Y, whether it's there or there. I think there's a chance that it's going to land right on top of this fourth wave over here. There's a fourth a wave area here, right here is probably like the worst case scenario with the S&P back down to 32 or 3,300. Okay, if that does happen, then Bitcoin, in my opinion, looking at something like Bitcoin, is it going to go down and break a new low? Or is it going to just range and stay kind of generally in this area? That's what I think is going to happen. Could it go down and break, go just below that low over there? It could, but I think Bitcoin is going to be just in the range, my opinion, and maybe go below there or in this area more or less. Don't see it like dumping down to these 12,000 or anything like that. So here's what I mean by that. I showed in previous videos with Bitcoin is that the momentum for Bitcoin is real low to the sell side right now. Okay, it's pretty low to the sell side. None of this right here. You see that? Highly doubt that that's going to be happening over here. Could it come down to here or something like that? Yeah, it could, but like just a big old dump like people are expecting that. Don't think so. I think there's a more higher probability, as mentioned in videos, where it's like kind of like in that range like that, guys. Okay. That's probably, in my opinion, the case where I'd be thinking that it could be a worst case scenario for Bitcoin, may come down and break that lows. So still more than likely, it's going to depend on the traditional financial markets or if it's going to hold on to this right here. So just want to be a little more defensive. But if Bitcoin is in this area and just makes another run like this, like it did right here, and it does it over here, you're going to be able to do in assets like this, okay? Or Ethereum is going up real well, Lido DAO over here, it could go up significantly again over here. So all is not lost. I'm not trying to like quench any hope out there for any guys or put in hopium or anything. I'm just trying to be realistic of what could be going on. So going back over to the S&P. So here's like this bearish count where it's going to just dump like this. Maybe swing here or maybe swing up again and then do a dump, okay? Prior to this report, I know that assets like the S&P 500, what do they like to do? Well, they like to go down in 3 waves and go back up in 3 waves and correct down in 5 waves. So this sort of, some people call this an impulse wave. That's not an impulse wave. You can see it in the RSI. That's an A and it has a flat in the middle and went up onto a C. A, B, C. It's a 3-wave move. So what did the S&P do over here? S&P 500 and the traditional financial markets like to do these types of moves, and it goes up onto this B wave. You know how long this B wave took? December of 18 all the way up to February 2020, and blam, it did a correction right there, okay? So right now it's going to be with the S&P 500 is, and nobody can answer this. They don't know. So here's your 3-wave swing, and then there's a potential for another long drawn out 3-wave swing over here, right? Breaking all-time highs, and then blam, okay? That's kind of what I was thinking, that there's a really good shot that that was going on. Don't know. Nobody knows. That was just speculation on my part. Or is it going to be this? That's going to be the canary in the coal mine for the crypto market right there, guys. What is this going to do? It's unfortunate that the Bitcoin is so attached to basically the tech stocks. Whatever they're doing is what Bitcoin is doing. And there seems to be a little bit of separation between Ethereum and Binance and obviously some of the other altcoins that are just, they're not, some of them are kind of doing their own thing and some of them are going bullish right now. Some of them, most of them aren't, but there are still plays in there. Not everything's lost. So you have assets like this where it's, Bitcoin just needs to do a move, a 5,000 point move. And then an asset like this, guys, can bam, go over there like that. So go over the DXY and taking a look at that. It started a new trend up and it's trying to swing back up to hit the trend line and maybe go back up into these levels. Not Not sure about that one, guys. You'd have to wait and see that one out, okay, to see what's going on. If you go through the DXY, it's in a topping pattern. There's no doubt about that. It's in a topping pattern. How long it's going to resolve this topping pattern that it has, take a look at the weekly chart that it's making, that is creating this divergence over here on the DXY third wave, and then it might have another swing up that the DXY is creating over here with this bearish divergence, guys. So at some point, these are definitely going to be going down into a downtrend. So if it started now or we have to wait, remains to be seen. Like I said, something like this has been going on for a while, ever since over here, January 21 going up until, September 22 to suss itself out. And looking at like the 10-year notes, is a pretty good indication, since they're going to just keep trending up, and that's usually a negative signal for the traditional financial markets, and it's finally just breaching that recent high, but it's in a topping pattern too. We go to a 3-day chart. As you can see with the 10-year notes, they're picking up and making quite a bit of a bearish divergence right there too, guys. So at some point, I have a peak of 3.5, which I think it already hit, and maybe as high as 3.82, and I think I had 3.9 in there. So they're still going to go up a little bit and could keep going up for some period of time. You can see here with this peak, and then how it's making that divergence in there. So just to let you guys know what's going on with these 10-year notes, and the reason I'm going over the 10-year notes is this is going to be critical for all the traditional financial markets, guys, which means it's going to be critical for Bitcoin, which means it's going to be critical for the smaller cap altcoins. Not to say there can't be plays in there, you just have to be a little bit more defensive because of this recent stuff over here. Okay, this is not a huge disappointment to me, because I'm just a what you call retail investor. But you have to look at it. What are the institutional investors going to be thinking? That's how you want to think about that. Okay, so let me go back. We go back to 10-year notes. You can see this is a rising wedge, that it's making this move up here. And at some point, we all know what happens with rising wedges. Okay, rising wedges are one of the classical technical analysts' dream, to go find those, and then you can short them. Okay, because they eventually do resolve themselves and make a correction. This is a 1, 2, 3 third wave peak right here. You can see that RSI came back down. It has a couple sequences in here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then another 1, 2, 3, 4, and then up for this last 5. In my opinion, that it's going up there. So this is going to matter. DXY, when it's going to resolve, is going to matter. And then what is the S&P 500? What's the NASDAQ? What is the Dow going to do? The Dow Jones is the one that is not cool. It's not cool, guys. This right here, this latest move that it made is telling me to, just because of this right here, be a little bit more careful, because it broke that low. Okay, so the NASDAQ, didn't break it. The S&P hasn't broke it yet, but more than likely, because the Dow Jones Industrial has broken that low, that the rest of them are probably going to break their low too. More than likely, guys. It remains to be seen. Just be a little bit more defensive in the crypto market right now when it comes to Bitcoin. I'm not too concerned with Bitcoin yet, guys. It's not doing anything unusual. Let's go down to a 45-minute chart. It's not doing anything unusual. Is it finished that sequence there, or is this in a fourth wave? Not going to know until it susses itself out. This could be a fourth wave, and it might be done, and it might be start making its way down there, and that's where you'll get your bullish divergence. So it's here's probably with Bitcoin the third wave, and this is some type of fourth wave, and it's going to come back down just like right to here or something like that. Could go even lower, and then it'll create that bullish divergence, and then it's going to go up for a while, and then still have to wait for this to resolve itself and see what it's going to do over here. More than likely over here will be a 3-wave swing, and then come over here. Let's go to a 4-hour chart. So come back down to here. It could do a 3-wave swing up like so, and you can look at a move. It could do something like 3-wave swing up here to a B wave, and then back down for a C wave, or this B wave can go all the way up here, guys. It can make another flat, or B can go here. We just don't know yet. So it could be in this area. Bitcoin could be in this area for the next week, 2 weeks, 4 days. Who knows? So just let it suss itself out. I wanted to give you guys that update, what I was looking at, and just be a little bit more defensive, and especially in some of those smaller cap cryptos. What that means is that, hey, keep the stop losses tight. If you're going to enter, then like I said, keep those stop losses tight. And if you get profits, make sure you take those profits and exit out. So I'll still be keeping my eye on a upside move for Bitcoin. Okay. I'm still keeping my eye out for a move to the upside for Bitcoin right now in this area. Bitcoin actually, guys, still doesn't look that bad yet. It still doesn't look. It needs to break this low, and then it needs to break that low before it becomes some concern yet. So otherwise, it's not looking that bad. This is just an aggressive move based off the CPI data. And could it swing back up and make another swing over here? It could. Okay. But I'm not ready to say that this is a 1-2. It's not done yet. You can't say this is a 1-2. It has the features of a second wave. Second waves do that. This is exactly what second waves do. They come down dramatically, just like that. Usually they come down dramatically. So just like this is a C wave over here. But I just want to give you guys that heads up, let you guys know what I was thinking, my thoughts about the markets. But just be careful, a little bit more careful. There's still opportunities out there. And just going through the markets, guys, the markets do not, as far as the smaller cap coins, like I was looking at Cardano, hasn't broken a low. I mean, even Algorand still hasn't broken that 27 cents low. It keeps hanging on that 27 cents low. The reason why are these coins are at a bottom. That's why. Aave hasn't hit the 76 cents. Atom is still hanging out. I know it hit 16, still 14. A0 or left zero, I was looking at to get closer to $1. These coins they really didn't go down much. BNB still looking, pretty good. It's still in a bullish sequence. Going through Polkadot, still in a good sequence. Ethereum? I was looking at Ethereum target of somewhere but as low as 1,100 and landing probably somewhere in that 1,200, 1,300 area. So Ethereum still has more downside, guys. Ethereum doesn't have enough time in its correction to finish the correction. So it's to be expected. Phantom is still in that area. I was looking at Phantom a little bit, and it still doesn't look that bad. I've been waiting for getting Phantom for under 20 cents. 17 cents was my target, and I was waiting for it for a long time. Never hit it. It got to 19 cents, still never hit it. Just going through the coins, Kusama still hanging on to those areas, and Chainlink hasn't broken any major sequence. I mean, look at Matic. Matic, I'm trying to get an entry on Matic at 65 cents. It's still at 85 cents. It's still hanging out at 85 cents. It's got to go down 20 more cents to get down to my target. So just to get, Quant still looking pretty good. So remains to be seen. Solana made a tumble a little bit, but I'd have to check out Solana a little bit closer, guys. So everything doesn't, look, there's some negative news. Just be a little bit more defensive. There's still opportunities out there, guys. Just have to see what's going to happen with those traditional financial markets. They're terrified over there. They're terrified over there. There's some people that are in the altcoins in the crypto market that are, it just seems that they are not really as concerned. It's like a bottom forming process that people are down there going, okay, pretty sure that this is somewhere near the bottom. They're not really saying that on Twitter. Everybody's saying everything's going to dump and it's all going to zero and we need to buy, our water and stuff and get ready for the Mad Max scenario type stuff. That's being publicly said. But otherwise, the markets are telling me in the altcoin market with cryptos that they're down there just kind of picking these coins up a little bit here and there and doing some little trades and things like that. And it's not lost in the market at all, guys. There's some people out there that are using their brain a little bit. They're just not saying anything out there publicly. of what they're doing, and playing it safe. Like, okay, if I'm going to buy Phantom at 24 cents, where's your point of no return? Is it 20 cents? Is it 21 cents? Is it 19 cents? 19 cents on Phantom was a previous low. If it breaks that, then probably you can say, Phantom's probably not doing so well. Still has a little bit of ways to go. It's still holding on to it. Just as an example, guys. That's the end of my video. A little long-winded. Sorry about that, guys. If you made it all the way to the end, do me a huge favor. Drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Peace.